Hello, dear students, welcome. So, this chapter, The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role, written by Nani Palkhiwala, is actually a chapter dedicated to the Earth, the planet only where the life is possible, but still it is in a very declining state. So, let's begin. Notice these expressions in the text, in fact, their meanings from the context. So, if you really want to understand the content in a better way, know these expressions. First is a holistic and ecological view. It means to have a view which is holy and ecological towards earth, environment friendly and holy. Sustainable development, a development which does not only focus on the needs of present generation but also on future ones. Languish. Languish means many of the species get extincted, okay, humiliated, overused, you can say. Ignominious darkness means unnoticed. Inter alia, among other things. Decimated, it means to kill a large number of animals or plants or people even. Catastrophic depletion means the depletion which can be so catastrophic that it can lead to destruction. Transcending concern, it means a concern which again is not only about one generation but also the concern which goes to another generation as well. The following article was written by Nani Palkhiwala and published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994. The issues that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continue to have relevance. If we now see till date, the issues are just the same. He said, one cannot recall any movement in world history which has gripped the imagination of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the green movement which started nearly 25 years ago. So Rani Palkhiwala says that this was only the green movement which has gripped or attracted the attention of every human being in the world. In 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has not looked back. Everybody is working on the green movement where there was rise in production due to some reasons and the quality was also increased. We have shifted one hopes irrevocably from the mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view of the world. So, with the green movement, now our hopes are not only limited to ourselves, but also we have changed our view from being mechanistic just to rise the population and just to rise the production and all these things. No, now we have started thinking about the world, the earth, with a holistic and ecological view. We have started developing understanding with the earth. We have starting our feelings in a holy and ecological view. Irrevocably means which cannot be reversed, which can never be changed. It is a shift in human perceptions. Perceptions means point of views, as revolutionary as that introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolved around the sun. Before that, people used to believe that the earth is still and the other planets are revolving around it. But in 16th century, it was Copernicus who taught everybody about this, that the earth and the other planets were revolving around the sun. This was a revolution for everyone. It was very hard to believe for everyone. Similarly, this was also very hard this to change mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous, huge being of which we are parts. We all are parts of this earth. It has its own metabolic needs and vital processes which need to be respected and preserved. Like human beings have their metabolic needs and vital processes for their body to work, similarly, earth is also compared with a living being, and it is said that it also has metabolic needs and vital processes. The Earth's vital signs, important signs, reveal a patient in declining health. This is about scientifically. His body signs, sorry, its body signs reveal that Earth is like a patient who is in a declining health. We have begun to realize our ethical obligations, duties to be good stewards, servants of the planet, and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generations. So, we should be like the responsible citizens who take care of this planet and then give this legacy to our future generation. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. So, the present needs are fulfilled, but the future generation will not face any trouble. That is, without stripping the natural world of resources future generations would need. So these kind of natural world of resources should not be taken away. That is sustainable development. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads, there is a notice here, and the written is the world's most dangerous animal in the cage. So this is the heading, the world's most dangerous animal. And inside the cage, there is no animal but a mirror where you see yourself. So yes, who is the world's most dangerous animal? Human being. Thanks to the efforts of a number of agencies in different countries, a new awareness has now dawned upon means started, the most dangerous animal in the world. Now there is awareness about this animal. He has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. So now human being has realized the wisdom, this intelligence, that he should shift now his point of view from being dominating. He should believe in partnership. If he will become dominating, very soon the earth and all the resources will be just vanished. If everybody will be overusing it and will try to become dominant, and we are not thinking about the future generations, then life very soon will be vanished. Scientists have catalogued about 1.4 million living species with which mankind shares the earth. So we are not only alone living here and using the earth, there are 1.4 million living species. Estimates differ widely as regards the still uncatalogued, unlisted living species. Biologists think that about 3 to 100 million other living species still languish unnamed in ignominious darkness. There are still unknown species who are unnoticed, and it can be 3 million to 100 million other species. One of the early international commissions which dealt inter alia with the question of ecology and environment was the Brand Commission, which had a distinguished Indian as one of its members, that was Mr. L.K. Jha. So it was international commissions, other things, other issues. There were some questions about ecology and environment also, and the head was a distinguished Indian, one member was Mr. L.K. Jha. The first Brand report raised the question, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes, and ailing environment? When they saw the health of the condition, this question was raised, that are we human beings going to leave an earth which is just scorched, burnt, where there are only deserts, there are no greeneries, these are the landscape which do not have any fertility, and they are impoverished, they cannot give any quality food. Are we going to give an ailing planet to our coming generations? Because the earth was in that much bad state that this question was raised. Mr. Lester R. Brown, in his thoughtful book, The Global Economic Prospect, points out that the Earth's principal biological systems are four: fisheries, forests, grasslands, and croplands, and they form the foundation of the global economic system. So these are the main four systems. In addition to supplying our food, these four systems provide virtually all the raw materials for industry except minerals and petroleum derived synthetics. Only these are not taken from this, otherwise, all the kind of raw material we get from all these four systems. In large areas of the world, human claims on these systems are reaching an unsustainable level, a point where their productivity is being impaired. Now, these systems are not producing the things in a good way. Their productivity is now getting reduced. When this happens, fisheries collapse, forests disappear, grasslands are converted into barren wastelands, and croplands deteriorate. So everything goes on getting deterioration. In a protein conscious and protein hungry world, overfishing is common every day. We just know how fishing is so common in the food. In poor countries, local forests are being decimated, killed in order to achieve firewood for cooking. So the people need firewood, and what happens? The trees are cut. In some places, firewood has become so expensive that what goes under the pot now costs more than what goes inside it. So the vegetables or whatever is cooked in the pot is cheaper than the firewood. Since the tropical forest is, in the words of Dr. Myers, the powerhouse of evolution, it is the powerhouse of life. So many species live there. Several species of life face extinction as a result of its destruction. And these tropical forests are also cut on a large scale. So the species are getting extincted. So this is it for the day. And now, cardinal, ordinal and fractions, how to say it. I have seen many of the students speaking it wrong. So first is 0. Okay, it's 0, then 1. 2, 12, 12. It's not 12. You need not speak the last V sound. 12, 20. 3, 13, 30. 4, 14, 40. See, in 14 you have a U, but in 40 it's FORTY. 5, 15, 50. 6, 16, 60. 7, 17, 70. 8, 18, 80. These are all okay. 9, 19 and 90. Many of the students skip E in 90. It is there, otherwise the spelling would go wrong. NINETY. Then 10, we say it 100, 1,000 or a million. Ordinal wise, first, second, 12th. See the spelling of 12th. 20th. Okay. Third, 13th, 30th. It's 30th. Fourth, 14th, 40th. Fifth, 15th, 50th. Sixth, 16th, 60th. Seventh, 17th, 70th. Eighth, 18th, 80th. Ninth, here, see the spelling. Ninth, then 19th, 90th. 10th, 100th, 1000th or millionth. And when we talk about fractions, it should be half, 1 second or a half, 1 by 12th, a 12th, a 20th. So it all becomes 1/3 or a third, a 13th or a 30th. We place a with this, a 7th, a 17th. Okay, in this way. In fractions, we say it in this way. Next, we use very, very much. So instead of using very with every word, we can use it, say it in other way. Like instead of saying, oh, it's very ugly, we can say, oh, it's hideous, very wicked, villainous, very quiet, silent, very accurate, exact, very clean, spotless, very dear, cherished. We say, oh, he's very lazy, we can say he's indolent. Very fat, obese. Very afraid, terrified. Very accurate, again, exact. Very often, I go to temple very often, frequently. Very smelly, pungent. So note down these words and read the text, please. Have a good day.